Tonight, after one dose of a COVID vaccine, officials are learning some Americans aren't returning for their second, and it's a trend health officials are worried about. Plus, some volunteers are helping students get back on track after some fell behind during virtual learning. And taking care of your skin. On this Melanoma Monday, we're hearing from a local woman who says getting checked is what saved her life.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. New data shows some people are not returning for their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. According to the Centers for Disease Control, more than 5 million people in the U.S. who are eligible for their second dose haven't gotten it yet. This is leaving some health experts concerned as vaccination numbers around the U.S. are also on the decline. CBS3's John Cardinelli spoke with Essentia Health about the trends they're noticing locally. And John, what did they have to say?
Yeah, so Kristen, those at Essentia Health tell me they've noticed vaccination numbers going down. They say they saw a day last week where their large vaccination clinic, which can vaccinate around 500 to 700 people a day, was only vaccinating around 70 people. But despite this, they say the rate of people returning for a second vaccine is actually quite good. Only 1.3% of people who have been vaccinated through Essentia Health have not returned for their second dose, and that is better than the 8% being tracked by the CDC. Essentia experts believe their patients are coming back for their second vaccine because they send out reminders through their patient portal and make phone calls to remind people about their second dose appointment. Wesley Bickler, a pharmacy manager at Essentia, tells me that if you do miss your second appointment, it's never too late to get that second dose, and you don't have to restart your vaccination series.
They do not restart. They're just going to come in. They're going to get that same vaccine that they got the initial time, just the second dose of it. There's no restarting that series at that point. And even if someone was 2 months out, we would happily, get them into our clinic and, have that second dose given.
And Bickler says if you are apprehensive about getting the COVID vaccine or your second dose, you should reach out to your trusted medical provider so they can answer any questions you may have. And coming up later tonight, we break down how St. Louis County and the state of Minnesota is doing when it comes to getting those second doses into arms. All
right, John Cardinelli in the newsroom for us tonight. Thanks, John. Well, it's been a tough year for businesses and employees as the pandemic shuttered many industries, but some Duluth employers are feeling optimistic about summer business this year. A recent survey by the Greater Downtown Council and City of Duluth shows a trend for the workforce returning downtown this summer. The survey shows 49% of the responding employers already have staff back on site. Another 18% expect to have staff returning between now and June. The majority of employers will have staff fully on site, while 32% expect to use a partial work-from-home model. The Greater Downtown Council will be unveiling a marketing campaign later this month to highlight downtown experiences and welcome visitors and employees back to the heart of the city. A new program aimed at helping students who struggled during distance and hybrid learning is coming to Duluth. CBS3's Peter Kavikauskas explains how it will work and why this effort is so important.
This summer, 10 AmeriCorps volunteers will walk the halls of several Duluth public school buildings. Their work will be part of the Duluth Area Family YMCA, Serve Minnesota, and several other agencies' effort to launch the second Minnesota AmeriCorps Emergency Response Initiative. Tom Cockett, the principal at Homecroft Elementary School, says the pandemic has only made the achievement gap wider, and programs like this are meant to help close it.
Whether it's a pandemic year at any time, our focus is trying to close that achievement gap and provide equitable and fair access to education throughout the year, especially this summer in lieu of the pandemic.
The volunteers will work with district teachers in schools all across the city. They'll be helping high schoolers make up credits and will also lead hands-on academic programming for elementary and middle school students. Alice Worley, the True North AmeriCorps director, says this is part of a much bigger effort to help in school districts all across the state.
In response to COVID-19, Serve Minnesota, which is our state level of AmeriCorps, is bringing in 700 AmeriCorps members members into schools and nonprofits all across our state. And these members are there to help with issues caused by COVID or exacerbated by that.
Caucus says they have seen great success working with AmeriCorps in the past, and the opportunity to get help this summer during the pandemic was really exciting.
We have partnered with AmeriCorps for a number of years, and this is the first summer, though, that we've been able to offer a program like this. So we're really excited about it because we've seen success during the school year with the AmeriCorps programs of Math and Reading Corps, but having a first-time opportunity this summer is going to be a good thing for ISD 709 and for AmeriCorps.
In the end, Caucus hopes the program helps the students when it's most needed.
The true hope of it is that our students benefit the most and see the most out of the achievement gains this summer.
You can head to our website to learn more about working with AmeriCorps this summer. A pop-up COVID-19 vaccine clinic will be held this week in Duluth. St. Louis County and the Duluth Transit Authority are teaming up for the event. It will be held tomorrow and Wednesday at the DTA Center on West Michigan Street and 2nd Avenue. You can stop by from 1 to 5 p.m. both days, no appointment needed. You can also take a DTA bus to the vaccine site for free on those days. More information can be found at CBS3Duluth.com. Dave joins us now for a first check of the weather. Kind of a gloomy one out there today, Dave.
A little bit, but boy, Saturday sure was nice, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
How were things up in your neck of the woods on Saturday?
Just what I was hoping for. Sunshine, blue skies, hot weather. I loved it. I was at the lake. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, you could ask for your motorcycle to run, which you did. So I was successful on that.
Great.
Boy, what a day it was. And it was only one day like that because, like you mentioned, it's already become grayer, cooler, and cloudier, and a little rainier as well. This live look at what's going on in Grand Portage shows, the sidewalks and the parking lots are wet up in that neck of the woods. And there's a 20 to 30% chance they'll do the same in your part of the country as a couple troughs of lower pressure work through the area here tonight. 20 to 30% chance for more showers and more clouds, which should be replaced tomorrow by a different style of weather. Tonight, the clouds will start to break up and the rain showers will go away. Lows will fall into the 30s. Tomorrow, we'll bring in at least partial sunshine as those two lows go and a weak high settles in, but temperatures are going to be pretty weak as well, about 50. And we'll stay in the 50s for the rest of the week. The normal is 58. Will we even get that warm? I'll show you with my 7-day forecast a little bit later here in the news.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, right now we are taking a live look at the deck where the search is on to find a new interim leader. Former state lawmaker and Duluth City Councilor Roger Reinert has filled that role since August, but he plans to step down at the end of May. Between leading the organization during the pandemic, being a part of a COVID task force in Italy, serving in Afghanistan, and other life changes over the last 3 years, Reinert says he needs to reflect and refocus this summer. The DEC's board appointed Reinert, who's also a board member, after Shelley Townsend moved out of the executive director job. No word yet on when a new interim leader will be chosen. The search for a permanent replacement also continues. A new name joined the pool for the Duluth City Council's at-large seats today, as Reen Owl announced her candidacy at an event in Lincoln Park. The recent UMD grad says she's running because she's passionate and wants to be civically engaged. She currently works as a youth advocate, serving kids and teens who are at risk or experiencing homelessness. If elected, Owl hopes to make sure all community members have their voices heard on issues like affordable housing, transportation, and more.
I hope that together we can create a healthy community that is equitable for everyone and where every single person knows that their story matters.
There will be 2 open at-large seats on the ballot this November. So far, Councilor Therese Tomanek announced in March she will run to keep her seat. Zach Filipovich's term will also expire, but he will not seek re-election. Filing officially opens on June 1st. One man died in a weekend motorcycle crash in Hibbing. Police responded to the Napa Auto Parts on Brooklyn Drive Saturday. They found 46-year-old Gary Brill and a 26-year-old woman lying on the ground. Brill died at the hospital while the woman had minor injuries. Officers believe the motorcycle lost control on gravel. New data shows motorcycle deaths in Wisconsin jumped 40% last year. 112 people died in crashes and nearly 1,800 were hurt. May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, so the State Patrol is warning drivers to be careful, especially during warmer weather. We have some safety tips for both motorcyclists and other drivers on the roads on our website. Visitor spending in Douglas County dropped by more than 20% last year. Local tourism leaders are blaming that on the pandemic. They say visitors spent nearly $83 million throughout the county in 2020. That's compared to more than $106 million in 2019. At Travel Superior, their leaders say that impacted businesses, jobs, and more. So they're hoping to drive more people to the Northwoods this summer. They hope some big marketing campaigns outside of our region, especially targeted at the Twin Cities area, will help.
We're continuing to really capitalize on that travel spirit that I think everybody kind of has welling up inside of them.
Governor Tony Evers also hopes spending $50 million in pandemic relief money will help the state's tourism and hospitality industries bounce back. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month. One local woman is using her diagnosis in hopes of educating others.
Well, we're 3 days into May, and we're already a third of an inch short of rain. But a little tonight may solve that trouble, at least a touch. It should. It hopefully will, because after tomorrow, it's going to be a bit on the dry side, and I'll talk about that and our temperature trends in a few more minutes.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by ServiceMaster.
What does home mean to you? From graduation to the new job to sharing a life with someone else. As you change, so does your idea of home. Visit yournorthlandhome.com for comprehensive information on buying and selling your home with JS Realty, including mistakes buyers make and preparing your home to sell. Yournorthlandhome.com has the information you need to find a place that feels like home. Download your free guide today at yournorthlandhome.com.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs, including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around, and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right, and done right now. We pride ourselves on being the highest quality exterior remodelers in the area. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
My name is Harry Podgorski, and I'm a proud member of the Board of Directors of St. Anne's Senior Residence. My mom lived at St. Anne's for 9 years and called St. Anne's her home. If you're looking for a place for mom or dad or for yourself, please consider the affordable St. Anne's. You won't be sorry you did.
Take advantage of no move-in fees through June 30th, 2021. Call 218-727-8831 and schedule your tour today.
Are you stumped on what to get mom for Mother's Day this year? Then let Numi Jewelers help you out. Visit us in-store or go online to NumiJewelers.com to gift mom this shimmering pendant for just $84.75. Or get 20% off all shimmering jewelry. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Where do babies come from?
I don't really want to talk about it.
What's the toughest thing about being 4?
Mom, do I know what the toughest thing is being 4?
Sitting still and being quiet.
Still being quiet. Dun, dun, dun. This is probably the best day of my life.
Let's get to the show and tell.
Yeah! Kids say the darndest things. New season, Wednesday on CBS.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, May started on an awfully nice note on Saturday, didn't it? Just about every town got into the 80s. Plenty of sunshine, and then things went down from there starting yesterday on Sunday. But And we're only fresh into the new month by a couple of days. Let's start the rest of the forecast for this week ahead by dialing back and seeing what things were like for April then, now that the dust has settled. Temperature-wise, departure from normal was plus 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. For rain, well, we were close to a ½ inch more than normal, but that was counterbalanced by snow departure from normal being minus 4.6 inches. And, you know, if you do the 10-to-1 rule, that was about 0.46 or so inches of rain we didn't get, so it evened things out. May coming up, well, there are some long-range forecasters that think we're going to go back towards the dry side. And, you know, we're there right now, despite the little bit of rain that we could get tonight. We'll talk more about the chances of more precipitation coming up after this look at the current conditions. It's 52 at the airport at the moment, 61% for the relative humidity. North-northeast winds running 13 miles per hour, and the air pressure's holding steady on the lower side at 29.8 inches of mercury. And of course, it's on the lower side because of two lows working on the fringes of our region. First, though, we look at our current temperatures, which run quite a range in the UP. Closer to the lake, only 37, but farther inland, 52 for Watersmeet. Similar processes going on in Wisconsin with 40 in LaPointe, 49 in Hayward, and places like Ashland and Superior in between. 54 is a fairly warm number for Moose Lake, but only 40s on the North Shore, and 40s for the Mesabi, 40s for the Vermilion, 40 for Borderland as well. Lows tonight probably will drop into the 30s as a bit of a cool spell settles into our area for probably the next week. No more 80s here this week. Well, low pressure system once to the north. We got another one down towards the south. It's bringing a 20 to 30% chance for showers here tonight. We're getting some in Minnesota at the moment, and they're passing into Douglas County in Wisconsin as well. The rain showers are taking a break in the Upper Peninsula, but there's still a slight chance for a little more as the night goes on. Then tomorrow, the two lows take off to the east. Higher pressure settles in slowly, so tomorrow will dry up, but only partially clear up. But then the rest of the week, we should be on the sunnier side and dry side from Tuesday through Friday. Next rain chance is a very tenuous one for the weekend as another low comes our way, bringing about a 30 to 40% chance for showers on Saturday and Sunday. Tonight, a few more showers in Minnesota with low temps dropping into the 30s. Northwest wind 5 to 15. For Wisconsin and Michigan, you'll drop into the mid-30s there as well with a few showers possible. But for tomorrow, Wisconsin and the UP should get partial sunshine and a range of high temps that go 48 to 53. The normal's 58, so that's not the best temperature range in the world. 49 to 53 for Minnesotans tomorrow, and eyeing up the temperatures for the rest of the week. If 58's the normal, we don't get there this week. But still, 50 plus isn't so bad. It could only be 40 plus. Look at the bright side. Speaking of the bright side, we do have at least a little bit of sunshine through Friday, Kristen. Then some more clouds possible Saturday and Sunday with that next rain chance. Back towards partly cloudy by next Monday.
All right, 50s across the board and some sunshine. We can handle that.
Yeah, like I say, it could be 10, 20 degrees cooler.
True.
Count our blessings.
Yes, we will. Thanks, Dave. During this Skin Cancer Awareness Month, a Northland woman is sharing her scary experience, hoping others can learn from it. CBS3's Emma Quinn shares how her kids ended up being her saving grace.
For roughly 2 years, Esco resident Dana Kazel had a dark spot on her arm.
I've always had a lot of freckles, so I didn't take it too seriously.
But her kids felt something wasn't right. It could be more than just a freckle.
Well, we found it like 2 years ago, and it was just a purple mark. And health class, we learned that that can be melanoma, and we really wanted her to get it checked out.
So after pushing and pushing, Kazel finally got tested 3 weeks ago. Doctors told her that spot turned out to be melanoma, a common type of skin cancer. Last week, Kazel went in for surgery to get the spot and some lymph nodes removed.
There was a chance it could have spread to my lymph nodes, and if in fact it had, that would have put me already at stage 3 cancer.
The Minnesota chapter of the American Cancer Society says if anything on your skin is changing, don't take any chances.
If you notice something that looks like it might have changed or somebody comments on it, it's better to check it out and find out that it's nothing than to miss something that could be potentially serious.
Recovering at home and now cancer-free, Kazel hopes sharing her story will encourage others to get tested and says her happy ending is all thanks to her kids.
They're my heroes in this. I honestly don't know how soon I would have gotten checked out if it wasn't for them.
Those at the American Cancer Society say roughly 1,800 Minnesotans are diagnosed with a type of melanoma every year. Another prevention tip, use sunscreen with an SPF 30 or higher. You should also reapply every 2 hours and stay in the shade when the sun is strongest. For more resources and information, you can find a link on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Ahead in sports, a chilly afternoon, but spring sports are in session. Kelly has highlights coming up.
Get your Crestline report at RJ Sporting Center.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, from the world's best softener and safer drinking water systems, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan Water, the local water expert.
Brighten up your home right now at Menards. Come check out our wide variety of lighting options available in the store and online. We'll have the right light to match your unique style. The Hunter Cirrus Collection features a brushed steel finish with opal glass to bring modern flair to your home. Right now, all Hunter lighting options are 11% off. Get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At MediaCom, we know the future is ours to create. That's why we built an incredibly advanced fiber-powered network. So today, when lives are being challenged more than ever, we're working harder than ever to help families move forward, businesses restart, and our communities get back on their feet. MediaCom is up for this challenge. Our network is ready, our people are powerful, and we won't back down.
You meet a lot of wonderful people.
My favorite thing is I get to work with great people. A lot of different personalities, and I get to have a lot of fun with them.
Join our team of supportive and creative individuals. Visit trilliumservice.com or call today to set up an interview. ServiceMaster Clean is committed to providing a clean and healthy environment for your customers and your employees. For more than 65 years, we've consistently gone above and beyond the cleaning expectations of our clients. Our cleaning experts deliver the highest quality of clean you can always count on. Let us help you with all of your cleaning and disinfecting responsibilities.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Tuesday on CBS3 this morning, the latest updates as President Biden continues his tour around the U.S., selling his infrastructure plan.
And quiet and cool conditions continue as temperatures sit in those low 50s.
So make sure to wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCoppel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
At 32-4 on the season, the College of St. Scholastica softball team is ranked 17th in the nation in Division III softball. Saints hosting Gustavus on a rather chilly and rainy Monday afternoon after a weekend sweep over Minnesota Morris. Bottom of the second, Saints have 2 on and 2 outs. Grace Hadlick hits one straight to first, and the Gusties get out of the first with a 1-0 lead. Top of the second, great defensive play. Gusty trying to make a steal at second. Aislandale chases her down from short. Grace Hadlick finishes the job. Still a 1-0 game. Gustavus not too shabby of a day for Haley Rosenthal in the circle. 5 strikeouts. Here she gets one swinging in this third. Saints didn't get on the board until the 6th, and they go down in game 1 4-2. We'll have an update from game 2 of the doubleheader tonight at 10. Former ESCO basketball star Corey Dietrich will be back on the sidelines once again next winter with a new head coaching job. Superior announced they've hired Dietrich as their new varsity boys basketball coach, replacing Jake Smith, who recently resigned. Dietrich coached one season in Proctor back in 2019, but stepped down at the end of the season after a disagreement with Proctor administration. The 25-year-old will now head across the bridge to lead the Spartans. In his playing days, Dietrich led ESCO to a state championship back in 2014. Grand Rapids also announced their new basketball coaching hire today. Chad Persons, their former JV coach, will step in to lead the boys basketball program. He replaces longtime coach Dan Elhard. For the first time in almost a week and a half, the Minnesota Wild will not take on opponent from St. Louis. Wild coming off a trio of nail-biters with the Blues, a team still fighting tooth and nail to clinch a playoff berth. Minnesota drops 2 out of 3 to the Blues, all decided by 1 goal. And Thursday and Saturday's game both ended in overtime. The final 2 weeks of Minnesota's schedule starts tonight.
I think our group has stayed positive, even through some adverse and negative situations. It's a lot nicer to win than to not. In the manner that we did coming back, obviously we weren't real happy with a couple of periods and or situations. Third period and overtime was real good.
And that third period propelled the team to an overtime win in which Kevin Fiala netted the game winner.
His ability to not turn the puck over leads to success. And we talk to Kevin all the time about being creative, being offensive. He's worked towards that. He's done a good job of it as of late, but he has to continue to do that.
I want to be more of a all-around player, and not just the offensive guy, playing in these type of situations, even in the end, I want to be that kind of a key player, that can play any situations.
Puck drop tonight at the X with the Vegas Golden Knights is at 7 p.m. We'll have highlights at 10. 6 games remain between now and the postseason for the Minnesota Wild.
All right, fingers crossed. Thanks, Kelly. The Northland Sun turns 80 this month, and the region is celebrating in a pretty big way. Bob Dylan's birthday is May 24th, so the Duluth Dylan Fest, the Hibbing Dylan Project, and other groups came together to create the Year of Dylan. You can take part in concerts and other themed events honoring the Hibbing native and famous singer-songwriter. The St. Louis County Board will also issue a special proclamation tomorrow. We'll have more details about all of the events on our website. Dave, gloomy night tonight for us?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It will be cloudy, and there's still a little drizzle possible. But things do start to improve tomorrow for sky conditions. Tomorrow we're going towards partly sunny as higher pressure takes over. Eventually that'll lead us to straight up sunny by Friday. Unfortunately, the solar radiation this time around isn't going to increase our temperatures. Normal is 58. After being teased with 80s on Saturday, we don't even get close to 58 for the week ahead. Grin and bear it, I guess. And we'll have to bear a few more rain showers by Saturday and Sunday, which isn't probably that bad a deal. It's already dry for the month of May, and we can use that precip if it comes around.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.